I've got a new coworker that takes care of the boring social media stuff before I even sit down. And you can have one too. It's Claude Cowork, and by the end of this video, you'll have 6 tasks running on their own schedule. From your morning performance briefing to competitor analysis, content audits, and follower tracking. Claude Cowork is Claude, but instead of answering questions only when you ask, it can take a whole task off your plate. And if you want, run it on repeat with a quick schedule. For it to work with your real numbers, you connect it to Metricool. So it pulls your data across every platform you manage. Plus, also, what your competitors are posting. You just need Claude Desktop open on your computer and add it to connectors. So, let's build the first one. First one's a morning briefing. I tell Claude to pull yesterday's performance across every platform and flag anything that moved way more or way less than my 30 days average. And since Metricool's already connected, it goes through all of that on its own. Now, with the results, instead of dumping numbers on me, it tells me what changed, why it changed, and whether it's something I actually need to care about. If one post suddenly takes off, I know why. If engagement dropped because I simply didn't post over the weekend, it tells me that too. So that way, I don't waste time chasing a problem that probably doesn't even exist. It's basically my daily catch-up before I even start working. Another one you can try is a deep competitor analysis. Once a month, Claude audits my own content first, and then it compares it to my competitors to spot pretty much what's changing. Maybe they're leaning into a format that I'm barely posting, or maybe one platform is carrying their growth while mine went quiet. And what I like is that instead of just posting out the differences, it finishes with actual recommendations for what I could change next month based on everything it found. And there's one for content ideas too. This one answers a question I pretty much ask myself every week. What actually worked and why? It pulls my top 5 posts from the last 30 days and looks for the pattern, the format, the topic, the tone, and the posting time. And things like these are the ones that make my day way lighter when it comes to content creation. Because now I'm building from what I know already worked. Now, if you run content audits every few months, like I do, you'll like this one. It's pretty similar to the competitor analysis task I talked about before, but this one goes inward. No competitor pull, just a full analysis across your own platforms, however far back you want to go. 3 months, 4 months, 30 days, whatever you choose. It goes through how many posts you put out, which days you went quiet, where your engagement dropped off, and where you underperformed against your own baseline. And you can also ask it to lay out what to fix first. So you're just not staring at a pile of numbers, wondering where to start. Okay, now this task is pretty cool because you can tell Claude to project your follower growth 3 months out based on the last 30 days across every platform you own. It flags which one's accelerating and which one's kind of stuck. And if one of your platforms is either growing or it's kind of stale, it checks whether that's a real pattern or if it's just an algorithm thing. Then it tells you what to change to speed things up. And finally, if you're the one stuck doing reports every month, this task is for you. You can schedule Claude Cowork to go through everything. And with everything, I mean how you did on each platform, your formats, metrics, top performing posts, or where you went quiet. And it hands you back a report with 3 things to fix and the best content idea for next month. And these you can share with your clients or your team. It's pretty much for you and for the people that you work with. And that's it. 6 tasks running on their own with Claude Cowork. from a quick morning check to a full report for your next meeting. The good thing about these is that you can customize them however you want. That way, you get exactly what you're looking for. And if you want to see what else you can get done with it, I've got more prompts link in this blog below. That way you can check it out and just start putting those ideas running. And this isn't the only thing you can do with Claude and Metricool. I'll leave a video on setting up reports on Claude right here, and a few more like that linked in the description. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to respond. See you in the next one, Metricooler.